Hello, how's it going, champs? Thanks for being there. This is The World. Maldini, your channel. Today we have good Europa League and conference matches. I am going to comment on the Real Betis match on Movistar, but I want to make this comparison because yesterday Lice had a great match, scoring a fantastic goal with Bayern Munich against Celtic. And Dembele is at a stratospheric level. Dembele is stratospheric. Above all, this start of 2025 is being spectacular. Great moment for Lamine Yamal and a great moment for Mohamed Salah, who, by the way, scored yesterday. And you have a video of that match. We are going to make a comparison. Mohamed Salah from Liverpool, Lamine Yamal from Barca, Ousmane Dembele from PSG, and Michael Olise from Bayern Munich. Players, all from the right wing, players, all who are in the Champions League. And I find it very interesting. Players of different ages, of course, but we've put the Wyscout machine to work, and let's see what comes out. Because Dembele, certainly in 2025, it's been an incredible thing. For me, the most informed player at the moment, without a doubt, is Dembele in 2025. In the month and a half we've had, you already know about Lamine Yamal, and then Michael Olise is a player who is talked about less than he deserved. And Mohamed Salah, surely the best player in the Premier League. So let's get to it. Come on, let's go. Well, let's go. Friends of the world, Maldini. So let's get to it. I've already told the little machine to work, to do its job. That's why we have it with our friends at Wyscout, of course. I've told it the whole season, the current season. I haven't just told it the last few matches, but the current season, here we have Mohamed Salah, Lamine Yamal, Dembele, and Michael Olise. Well, the age, logically, if I have to sign one, I would sign Lamine Yamal because at 17 years old, 32 for Salah, 27 for Dembele, 23 for Olise, who is also at a tremendous level, the one among the four who is talked about the least. But watch out for the level he also has. Look, matches played in the season 37, 38, 34, 34. That is to say, more or less, we are going to come out logical and quite balanced figures in the sense that they have all played more or less the same number of matches. Goals. Mohamed Salah has scored 28 goals. Lamine Yamal has scored 12. Ousmane Dembele has scored 24. And Olise has scored 10. Among the four, surely the weakest is Olise, considering that all four are excellent. Of course, Dembele, if we look at the recent matches, it's crazy. In 2025, Dembele is being far superior to the others, but of course, this is the entire season. We already know that Dembele is a player who tends to have quite a few ups and downs. I love him, as you already know. The Dembelism I represent, as I always say with Alexis, with Mr. Cheap. But well, let's talk about expected goals. This is important because Salah is above where he should be in terms of expected goals. Lamine is nailing it even more. 11.58 expected goals, and he has 12. And then look, Dembele, of course, with Dembele. The figures are going to drop in terms of goals for sure, with absolute certainty. Because, of course, Son has 15.95 expected goals and has scored 24. Expected goals should be 16, but he has 24. And Olise is more or less at his figures. Also, so that would be a bit, look, completely ambidextrous. Dembele, and the other three are left-footed, as we well know. Salah, Lamine Yamal, and Michael Olise. But let's go there. Offensive actions, for example. Let's look at offensive actions. And let's see exactly. Here we have it already. Well, we've already covered the goals, but successful attacking actions per 90 minutes. The most is by Lamine Yamal. And look at Mohamed Salah. What a difference. Successful attacking action. This is not just about goals, but everything he generates in attack. Look, Mohamed Salah, 479. Lamine Yamal, 847. Dembele, 807 and Olise, 806. We've already seen the goals. The goals per 90 minutes. Logically, the most is Dembele. Except for penalties. It's that Mohamed Salah has scored 8 from penalties, none for Lamine Yamal, only 1 for Dembele and only 1 for Olise. That is to say, in that sense, if we remove the penalties, things become much more equal and Mohamed Salah's level drops significantly. Headed goals, 2 for Dembele, 1 for Olise, and 0 for Mohamed Salah. And then the topic of shots, which I do find interesting for us to look at. Here you have it. The shots, take a look. The one who shoots the least by far is Olise with 76 shots, 119. Dembele practically the same as Salah, Lamine, Yamal, and Dembele practically the same. And per 90 minutes, the one who shoots the most per 90 minutes, that is taking into account the matches he has played. And the average is 4.27 is Dembele. Assists, note that this is important. Here, Dembele drops significantly. I will do it later. Later, I will arrange it in the order of how I am liking them this season. 4 only 4 assists for Dembele, 15 for Lamine Yamal, 16 for Salah, and 8 for Olise. Here, logically, he drops. And then regarding dribbles, take a look. Regarding dribbles, the most prolific dribbler is obviously Lamine Yamal, but Olise is a very skillful player. Also, second is Dembele, who is another great dribbler. Moreover, he is the one who best handles both feet. After Dembele would be Lamine Yamal, but the one who best handles both feet, evidently, is Ousmane Dembele. And then with 752, we have Michael Olise in terms of dribbles per match. But let's move on to aspects. Let's move on to defensive aspects, which are also important, of course. I know you really like these videos, and we are going to make a lot of them, these videos. Friends of Mundo, Maldini, in terms of defensive actions in the defensive phase, Lamine Yamal is the one who engaged in the most defensive duels, 3.94. This is very important. No, sorry. The one with the most is Olise, and then Lamine Yamal, very important. The one with the least is Mohamed Salah. Defensive actions performed. The one with the most is Olise. Olise is the player who works the hardest without the ball among all, and second is Lamine Yamal. Barca is a team that presses very well, better than Liverpool and better than PSG. Of course, that is also evident here in terms of defensive aspects. I think it is less important. Let's move on to key plays. First, let's go to organization, passes, etc. Who makes the most passes per 90 minutes? Smells. The one who participates the most with the ball is Olise. The one who enters circulation the most is Olise. Then Dembele, who participates the most with the ball. Smell. The one who participates with the ball is Olise, who is more individualistic, more than Lamine. Yamal, who is less individualistic than Dembele and more than Salah. Pass prediction, we've already seen it. Here you can pause the video and see whatever you want, of course. Thanks to the friends at Wyscout who allow us to use it as an ambassador, as I am with Wyscout, and to put you all these statistics for all of you who like them. For example, in long passes, the one who makes the most long passes is Mohamed Salah. This surprises me a bit. It's Mohamed Salah, also because of Liverpool's style, which sometimes plays. Yesterday, for example, the match against Everton, we saw Liverpool playing quite long. It's Mohamed Salah. And we're going to finish. I don't want to make it too long. The video, a classic you already know. This is a world classic. Maldini, up with key plays. Here we have them, key plays. Well, the assists, we've already seen them. The one who did the most was Mohamed Salah with 16, with 15. The one who did the worst, fantastic, bad mind, only Dembele 4 and 8. Olise. Let's go with Des Marquez. Precision in Des Marquez, much more. Smell, much more, Olise. Precision in Des Marquez, much more. Smell, passes in the final third. The one who gives the most is Olise too. It's just that Olise, of course, is a player who honestly is talked about less than he deserves. Remember that final he played in the Olympic Games and the high level he has. Second, Dembele. Third, Lamine. And fourth, Mohamed Salah. Regarding through passes, we have plus Lamine Yamal per 90 minutes. More Lamine Yamal passes into the small area. The most is Olise. And then I think when it comes to crosses, they cross quite little, but the most is Olise. Oh, here we have it. In the end, I think it has been very worthwhile. There are 4 players who are excelling. I think among the 4, the best seems to me, in terms of potential, is Lamine Yamal. Although the best player of the 4 in 2025 is Dembele. I have no doubt that in 2025, in the month and a half we've had of 2025, it's Dembele. The figures are there. To me, it seems that Lamine Yamal would be the first among these 4. The second would be Mohamed Salah. The third would be Dembele. And the fourth would be Olise. And that's even though I am a declared and practicing Dembele fan, as you well know. I think he's a spectacular player. One of the most difficult to defend against in the world right now. But I'll stick with Lamine Yamal. I'll stick with Lamine Yamal. And for the entire season of Mohamed Salah, I choose Mohamed Salah. Although the second half of the season we're seeing from Dembele is superior. That's the reality. And then Olise, I like him. I like him a lot, but I think he's a step below the other 3. Although it's true that we've seen how in ball circulation, when it comes to moving the ball, in terms of collective play, he is the best. In terms of goals, logically, Dembele right now in 2025 is far above the others, but that goal-scoring figure will decrease. But I think it has been very worthwhile. 4 right-wing players, 4 wingers. Some can play in various positions. Well, actually all of them, but they all usually play on the right, although Dembele is playing as a number 9. This is indeed a topic we need to analyze. Dembele is playing as a number 9. We will make a video analyzing PSG more, but I think it has been very worthwhile. Friends of the world, Maldini, give me ideas for this type of video with Wyscout that are very worthwhile. A hug, bye.